Hey guys, DashingSceptile here, coach of your Seattle Sigilyphs, and welcome to our draft analysis for the BBR D-League. There were two pools, the Scarlet Pool and the Violet Pool, where we have a chance to fight someone from the opposite pool. Before we jump into it, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I will reply to every comment, so please leave a lot. We were picked 4 of 8 in the Scarlet Pool, and we decided to go with the funny fish known as Sheyou. So as you know, Sheyou is a really good Pokemon. It is also known as Sunflower, because if you didn't know, Sunflower was the name of one of my fish when I was growing up. It lived for like 8 years, so that is why Sheyou's call it Sunflower. As you see right below Sheyou, it has the possibility to either become Terra Fire or Terra Fairy. So that's going to be really nice for us, because Terra Fire overheats are going to hit like a truck. Terra Fire Fire Blast, and like Terra Blast with Terra Fairy Terra Blast, that's always going to be really nice. So looking at Sheyou's stats, it has 55 HP, 80 attack, 80 defense, 135 special attack, 120 speed def, and 100 speed. With the ability of Beads of Ruin, where we lower our opponent's speed def by 75%, I believe it is. With the ability, so we hit extra hard. This mon can click, overheats, dark pulses, fire blasts. This mon can either choice scarf, choice specs. This thing can destroy anything it wants. Nasty Plot flame charge sets also exist. So yeah, this thing is gonna be really good. Next mon we got is Metallic Corviknight, with 98 HP, 87 attack, 105 defense, 53 special attack, 85 speed def, and 67 speed. With the abilities of Pressure, Unnerve, and Mirror Armor. Pressure is really nice because we can Corvus isn't that good because it lost 8 roosts, but it can still pressure stall some things with like sub roost taunt can sort of be a thing, but mainly the reason why I got Corviknight was I wanted a pivot. I wanted a steel type that was still around, and I wanted just pivot, because if I can pivot into Sheyou, I claim a life. So my opponent has to choose if they want to give me a life or not with that mon. Unnerve can be interesting if they have a Cobra berries or like Babiri berries, or also like citrus berries. Citrus berries can also be a thing. And then another really good ability on Corbin is Mirror Armor. Mirror Armor is a really good ability where if for example, if something uses Moonblast on us and our special attack falls, it actually doesn't fall and their special attack falls instead, which is going to be really useful for our team. And speaking to Sheyou gets like Psychic, and like I believe that's it. I believe that's its only coverage move is Psychic. So that's gonna be nice to hit like Clodsires, I guess. But we just specs overheat those things anyway. Sheyou is a really Corviknight here. Our Corviknight is gonna be a really good mon for us as our round 2 pick. Next mon is going to be our Annihilate, also known as Arambe. Rest in peace, Arambe. But Annihilate stats are 110 HP, 115 attack, 80 defense, 50 special attack, 90 speed def, and 90 speed, with the abilities of Vital Spirit, Inner Focus, and Defiant. So, fun story about this. The Terra rules weren't like, they were complicated during the drafting process. So, I originally thought this was going to be a Terra cap. Like, I thought, like, it said in the rules, one mon would be a Terra cap of Stab, and one would not be Stab. So I was gonna make this my non-stab, but they changed the Terra rules after draft. So Sheyou is our only Terra captain. So let's talk about Annihilate. Ghost fighting, bunch of Marshadow. Am I right? Am I right, guys? A bunch of Marshadow. Basically, it hits CC plus Shadow Claw. Doesn't have a switch in because, like I said, it's just Marshadow but bulkier. With the the abilities are Vital Spirit, which makes it not be able to fall asleep, which not the best if we are a rest set. If we're a rest set, we're probably Inner Focus or Defiant. So Vital Spirit probably won't be useful at all. Inner Focus. Inner Focus is a really good ability to prevent Intimidate. Nothing can intimidate me. That's really nice, and no fake out because I'm a ghost type, but like Inner Focus is still pretty good. You know, like preventing airsoft flinches, I guess. And then Defiance, the main ability, where whenever one of our stats falls, one raises. And whenever one of our stats falls, one raises. So that's really good for Annihilate. Here are Arambe here. So I want next mon I wanted to go for was a fairy type because I didn't have a fairy type, and fairy types are, let's just say fairy types are non-existent in Paldea. So we are going to be grabbing Sylveon. Sylveon has 95 HP, 65 attack, 65 defense, 110 special attack, 130 Spydef, and 60 speed, with the abilities Q Charm and Pixelate. Q Charm is going to be useful if it's a gender matchup really, but Pixelate's our main ability with like Hyper Voice, Hyper Beam, quick attack. If people know that reference from TDL, you're amazing. But Sylveon got Trailblaze this gen, so we could run like a Trailblaze, Calm Mind, Hyper Voice Wish set. That could be really nice. It gets like it can just be Wish, Protect, Baton Pass, Hyper Voice. That's great in most matchups. And then like it can be Specs, it can be Scarf, it can be whatever it wants to be. This mon is really, really good for our team. We can pass wishes to Sheyou, pass wishes to Annihilate, pass wishes to Corbin, which is really good for me. So yeah, that is our Sylveon, named Serena, after the anime. That's just my thing. After the anime, named after the anime, Serena Sylveon, so it's Serena. Next mon, this is gonna be a really, really big shocker to y'all. I got Cyclozar. Now, this thing has Shed Tail banned, but here's the main thing. I wanted Cyclozar. I know this is a very, very early Cyclozar. I know that. But if you see my team before Cyclozar, my fastest mon is Sheyou, which isn't good. So we took Cyclozar, 70 HP, 96 attack, 65 defense, 85 Spydef, 65 Spydef, and 121 speed. This thing can be like it can be a good mix attacker. It can have a Draco, Power Whip, Overheat are really good options for coverage. Double Edge, this can be a Rabbit Spinner, it can be Taunt, U-Turn, Knockoff. I mean, amazing moves on Cyclozar. And also like a Shift Gear if you want to have like a sub Cyclozar. Just saying. But yeah, Cyclozar with this team is really, really good. Like we can again fast pivot into like Annihilate or Sylveon or Corviknight. All I'm saying, we have a lot of pivot. We have U-turn Corviknight, we have U-turn Annihilate, we have so much pivot right now. We have U-turn Corv, U-turn Annihilate, Baton Pass Sylveon, U-turn Cyclozar. This is amazing. We have pivot into Funny Fish Sheyou Sunflower. This is good. This is really turning out really good. Our next mon we decided to grab. I needed a water and I needed a ground, and I wanted Gastrodon, which it's not going to be this form. It's not going to be this ugly form. It's going to be the blue form, the East form. So that it's going to be in Bob of all things. Maybe Cindy if we keep it in this form, but who knows. We have 111 HP, 83 attack, 68 defense, 92 special attack, 82 speed def, and 39 speed with the abilities Sticky Hold, Storm Drain, and Stand Force. Oh, 1 second, forgot to mention Cyclozar's abilities. So Cyclozar's abilities, Shed Skin Regenerator. Shed Skins can be sort of good for like a shift gear set, and we don't want to get burned or paralysis. We have a chance to just ignore that. And our ability is Regenerator, which every time we swap out, we get a boost now where we get HP, which is really good for us. We get 33% on entry, which is really nice. Next mon is, like I said, Gastrodon. Ability is Sticky Hold. If I don't want any items to go away, if I want to keep my items, we can just my opponent can't trick, or they can't like switcheroo me if I have Sticky Hold, so that's really nice. And they can't knock off either, which is really nice for me. Storm Drain is going to be real nice as a water immunity, and Sand Force isn't going to be used unless we fight T-Tar, which honestly might be a good thing if we were Sand Force. Depends on the matchup, of course. Next mon is our Pandora, our Espathra, with 95 HP, 60 attack, 60 defense, 101 special attack, 60 speed def, and 105 speed, with the abilities Opportunist, Frisk, and Speed Boost. Opportunist isn't going to be used that much, sadly, because if this thing got Swagger, it would be kind of funny to use like Swagger, Opportunist, Mirror Herb. I believe I'll get +4 attack if I could do that. I don't know. Frisk is really good because we can see what items there are. Like if something's like a Choice Scarf and I have no idea it is, okay, now it's Choice Scarf. So that's really nice. And then Speed Boost. The main ability Speed Boost. Stored Power, Calm Mind, destroys every team. Calm Mind 1, Stored Power 1, goes crazy. Or gets Lumina Crash. Lumina Crash does checks. They're -2 speed def now. And then just kill them next turn. That's simple. This Polythor is really good with Protect, Calm Mind, Stored Power sets. And also Lumina Crash, but always have Protect because we can get a +1 speed boost whenever we protect. So that's really nice. That's a spot for you. Our next mon is going to be Lycanroc Dusk. So, Lycanroc Dusk is really good here with 105 HP, 117 attack, 65 defense, 55 special attack, 65 speed def, and 110 speed. This is a physical breaker. Tough Claws can be good for Stone Edge. No, not for Stone Edge, but for close combat, for Crunch, for Drill Run, Psychic Fangs. They get so many moves that make contact. But yeah, this is a really good physical offense breaker. So, as of our team right now, we have a special breaker in Sheyou. We have a physical breaker in Lycan Dusk. We have a setup sweeper in Annihilate, setup sweeper in Espathra. We have Hazards in Gastrodon. We have Pivot in 4 of these in 5 because Espathra does get U-turn. We have 5 mons with Pivot right now. If you don't know how to play, I love Pivot. Pivot's one of my favorite things in draft because I need pivots because they really help me like position things better. Next mon we got is Spydogs for like webs because webs are going to be useful for Cheese base 100 speed and Lycan Dust base 110 speed. So webs are gonna be really nice if we can set webs. Then mementos so they can't spin. Go Sheyou, click a button with specs. That can be really nice. So 60 HP, 79 attack, 92 defense, 52 special attack, 86 speed def, and 35 speed. This thing is really good. The abilities are Insomnia and Stakeout. Insomnia is going to be probably our main ability because Stakeout not going to be useful because we're not going to be clicking any buttons. This is mainly for a hazard setter and like Circle Throw to switch up an opponent, I guess. And then our final mon is going to be Sludge the Muck with the stats of 105 HP, 105 attack, 75 defense, 65 speed attack, 100 speed def, and 50 speed. This is a speed def sponge, and its abilities are Stench, Sticky Hold, and Poison Touch. Sticky Hold, like I remember with Gastrodon, you can't remove its item. Stench is gonna be, if I outspeed, every move has a chance to flinch, so I guess that's something. But Poison Touch, whenever we make contact, we have a chance to poison. It's gonna be really, really good for us, having a chance to poison. So, some thoughts of the team that we have drafted. We have Sheyou that can click buttons. Like every time he comes in, if their main goal is to not have hazards on the field, because hazards make Sheyou take 25% of its health on entry. So if we can have Corviknight and Cyclozar remove hazards, Sheyou can come in freely and click buttons. Annihilate is gonna be could be a good Scarfer, could be a good bulk up taunt user. Sylveon is gonna be a good baton passer, gonna be a good wisher. Cyclozar is gonna be a good pivot as well, and like a good, potentially good offense monk, just like a life or mixed attacker. Gastrodon is gonna be a good bulky water with spikes and rocks. Espathra is gonna be a good mon if people don't prep for it. It can destroy you with Stored Power, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, and Flash Count. All those coverage options are amazing for Espathra. Like in Dusk, after a Swords Dance, there is no switching to Like in Dusk. So, Like in Dusk can do a lot of things in most matchups. Spydog is there for webs if we really need webs. And then Monk is like there because I need a ground poison for toxic spikes mainly. But like Corv is really good on our team, like a good solid steal and like a pivot. Sheyou is gonna be a breaker. She's gonna be the greatest mon on our team. Cyclozar is gonna be really good as like a speed tier, because right now our speed tiers go from 121 to 110 to 105 to 100. And then it's 90, and then I believe it's 67 in Corviknight, which isn't great, but we'll make it work, guys. We'll make it work, guys. Yeah, this draft analysis has been really great. We are just, Sheyou is going to be a really, really good mon for us to use, because there aren't any Sheyou switches. Like, there's a Zoom rule and that's it. There aren't really any Sheyou switches in the meta. So we just Specs Overheat or Scarf Overheat, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse. Mon's gonna go crazy. Also, could be Pla with Screens Corviknight. So you never know. It could be Screens like Corviknight, Pla Sheyou, and win the game. You never know. You could Weakness Policy Sheyou as well exists. Like, if you don't know, Weakness Policy is one of my favorite playstyles. Weakness Policy is a good item. But yeah, I believe that is where our draft analysis is going to end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, my Subtile Squad, and to everyone else that is watching, thank you.